Hello everyone, it's Proph Rye here. I'm back with another video. This video is an epic video. You know how it goes. I work hard to create content, not only for personal use or anything like that, no, just to enlighten the world. And I know majority of the time I might speak mostly about the systematic how things is running here in the UK, London, but this is always going to be a worldwide video because what's happening here is also happening in every single country as well. So with that being said, the topic I'm going to be speaking about today, as I know a lot of the viewers, a lot of the people are going to be thinking, rah, what's Proph Rye speaking about today? What's going on? Well, the topic that we're going to speak about today is the prison system. Yeah, that's right. I know a lot of people that will watch this video, I will see this video, have been to prison before or have known someone that's been to prison before. Me personally, I've never been to prison before. I would never want to go to prison before. And it's good that I even speak about this because I don't really see a lot of people speaking about things like this. And also, a lot of people that go to prison, I never see them actually come out and actually make a video and actually teach people about how it is in prison and how things is in prison, how is their mentally state inside prison. And it's a bit weird, to be honest, because tons of people go to prison, man. I've seen people that go to prison unlawfully judged, like wrongly judged. And I've never seen them come out and talk and say, you know what, prison's not a good place to go, man. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people do it. But what I've seen so far, nah. And I grew up with I grew up in my neighborhood. So when you grow up in a neighborhood, you know, a lot of people go in and out of prison like there's no tomorrow. Prison is like their second home. And I've never seen people come out and make a video and say, you know, they're going to teach people not to go to prison, man. But let's slowly get into this, man, before I actually talk about the main topic of prison. So during my time growing up, a lot of people used to go to prison, man. A lot of them used to be in and out of prison. Even women, even girls as well used to go in and out of prison for little silly things, man. You know what I mean? And I've seen people come and they told me story about prison, beef, people throwing hot water kettle on people, people busting people's head with a tuna can, the fights. You hear about, being in cell, people smoking spice, the wrong shit. People, all type of stuff you hear about prison. I've heard people come and say, prison is fun. And I end up looking at them and I think, you know, back then, you know, you're ladies, man, and you know, you love women and you know, there's no woman in prison. How can prison be fun? But at the same time, yes, you have a lot of men that actually go to prison because they find it fun. They ain't got time to pay rent. Everything's basically free. They get like, I think 2 to 3 meals a day. I'm sure it's 2. But a lot of the time they're in their cell. I used to have friends on my Snapchat, man. And I told you, I see them inside their cell cooking food in a kettle. Posh. Posh. My boy's got phone and he's got it wired up. He's got it wired up from the PlayStation. He's got it wired up from the TV, charging that shit, man. And I got a feeling, I said, you know what, flipping out. Shout out to the people that are creative, man. But at the same time, me being in my room for one whole day, plays on my mental health. I feel like I need to be moving. I need to be working out. I need to put this energy into things. So I can't imagine being locked down in a prison for 23 hours a day, 1 hour to do exercise, have a shower, eat food and all of these things. Nah, I could never live like that, man. And the reason why I require, no one else should be living like that as well. No one should want to live like that because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And the prison system is part of the matrix, man. It's all government, matrix system, everything is connected to that shit. So people should not want to go to prison. Prison is not fun. I don't see nothing good about prison. And if I can preach and help the youths, remember, I've never been in prison, so I have no experience. But I know instantly it's not nice. And I don't think any of the youths coming up in the new generation to come should want to go to prison. I know there's a lot of gang banging on the road. And I know a lot of time people get caught up in things that they don't want to do. They get caught up in things where pride get involved. They get caught up in things where they get dragged into situations also. I've seen a lot of people that actually went to prison, and it's because of, they're not gangsters or anything like that, you know, but things that happened to them in the neighborhood, whether they was mistaken by different gangbangers from a different area, that caused it playing on their mind for them to say, you know what, I've been violated, I'm getting violated all the time, I'm not causing any trouble, and they literally take up the life of gangbangers, man. And they end up going to prison and doing time, and they get used to it. And a lot of people, that's what their life has become now. So it's all a systematic thing. The system put all of these things in place, man. And you have to be really strong and mentally know what you're doing. Try not to react to every little situation. Try not to put your energy, because this is what it does. This is how the devil works, man. It will send some people your way to make you react. You do something stupid, you know, you're sitting behind bars for a long period of time, and then you're regretting it. You're missing out on your years. I know people that missed out on their childhood. Literally, they've been, since then, has been prison there. I know people that's going to jail really late. There's people going to jail in their late 30s, not coming out to like 40-something, and I'm thinking to myself, shit. Never let life pass you by like that, man. Always think smart and always do the right thing, because this is all systematic thing. The government and that, they get paid. When people get sent to prison, they get paid. They make money off this type of shit. And even right now, people are in prison for things that they ain't done. People have been judged and sent to prison. Now, me personally, I believe prison is a thing that shouldn't be running, because I don't see how sending people to prison is gonna sorry, sometimes I find it hard to pronounce stuff. Rehabilitate people. Me personally, I don't understand me personally, let me use myself for example. I've never been to prison, but the government and the system sending me to prison to rehabilitate me, right? How is that going to help my mental health? And that's why you see a lot of people, when they come out of prison, they start acting weird. They start doing weird things. A lot of people do come out, you know, and they turn it into a positive energy. They use that negative energy and they turn it into a positive energy, and they become something and they make something out of it. Because majority of the time, some people do need to go to prison just to have that sit down and think with themselves and get back to themselves, just to know who they really are and to know what they're really doing in life. And I don't get me wrong, I've seen people that get sent to prison, and it was the right choice, to be honest, because if they stayed out of prison, they didn't go to prison, they would have probably been dead. But there's some people that get themselves into some serious beef, serious problems, serious heat, and they get sent to prison, and you have to tell yourself, shit, yeah, if they didn't go to prison, this would have probably been their last year. And you see a lot of people do go and they come out, but at the end of the day, that plays on your mental health. It shouldn't have to go that far. The government, the matrix system, they know what's going on. They know that some people have way too much demons. They know some people are carrying a lot of negative spirit. And if these people was to be clean and be on the right path of life, you'll notice that a lot of people actually stay out of prison, man. I know that is a system thing. The system laugh every time they send people to prison. They benefit from it. They make money off it. But you going to prison, all you're doing is wasting your life away. You're wasting your dreams. You're wasting your aspirations. You're wasting everything. Prison is for no man. Yeah, if you go back, I always go back. I always say, if you go back to back in the days, if you go back way back, before the modern days, way back, there was no prisons. There was no prisons. Like I said, everyone was serving God. And whoever wasn't serving God, they'll be dealt with. By the Most High God, they'll be dealt with. The way things is now and the way things was back then is totally different. And now you can see we're living on the earth. We're already in prison because we're working for the slave system. We don't get nothing free. We're struggling. Everyone is struggling right now. And then for them to put you in another building with barbed wires around it, What is even worse? Some people don't have a TV in their cell. Some people are playing old PlayStations. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, man, the government got people where they want them, man. And even right now, the prisons are overpopulated. There's people in there for minor offences, minor. They didn't have to go to prison for that. What the government should have been doing is setting up programs, setting up work, setting up things for people to do. Not sending people to prison. How is that going to help anyone? Even though I've seen people go to prison and then they get their course, they come out with their course. Fair play. But they can do that on the road without going to prison. All you have to do is put them leave them at home and monitor them same way. But come on, man, it's just stupid. And the worst thing is, people are playing into these systems, and when you check it out, when the government are committing their big crimes, committing their scams, committing their frauds, and all of these things, they're not going to prison. No one is sending them to prison, you know. They get a pass for everything. Look at the whole COVID situation. Look at the whole COVID situation. Did you see the way Boris Johnson, man, Hatcock, and all of them people, they're violated? They had parties. Man was kissing up and rubbing down women in the lift. Knowing that, and then they're telling people not to go to people's house, have sex, kiss anyone, because you can catch the COVID. And what was man Hancock doing? Kissing, rubbing down woman in the lift. Ain't that catching and spreading the COVID? But we didn't see him go to prison, but instead he come out after they let him go. Because that's what they do. You mess up, they let you go. And then when he come out, he say, I'm going to expose this, I'm going to expose that, I can expose this. It's not good enough. We don't want to hear expose this. We want to see some of these people sit their ass in prison for some of the crimes they've done, so they know how it feels. Because so far, they don't know how it feels. Because this is their system. So all they're doing is just laughing. When they put people in prison, they're laughing. Oh yeah, another one, another clown. And then I'm going to say we, even though I've never been in prison, but it feels like I've been there for people. Because I like to learn of people's mistakes. They laugh at us. And when I say us, it's not only black people, white people, Asian, Mexican, Chinese. There's all type of race in prison. A lot of people in prison are even raped. There's no security. People are getting raped. People men are having sex in prison. Vice versa, women in prison as well. There's no such security. People are getting hurt. If the prison system is meant to be safe for people, why is people in prison getting hurt? Whether people think they're gangsters or they want to be gangsters or not. If you're bringing someone to prison, it's up to them to make sure that people are safe. Even though I know that a lot of people are unruly. But what do you expect when people are carrying so many negative spirits on them? It's not good. You just can't lock people in the cage. That's double slavery. We're already on slavery on the earth and you're going to lock people in prison. That's double slavery. And this is why people need to stop playing into the government's hands. Because when they send you to prison, they benefit from it. They don't care. But you have to care for your own life. You have to care for your own life. People need to start putting God first and thinking. The more people can put God first and start thinking and loving themselves, we'll notice the bigger picture of this whole thing here is the government and the matrix system is working everything is working in their favor. But we the people, nothing is working in our favor because we're being stupid and acting like we're dumb to certain things that's happening. But it's up for us to wise up and open our eyes and help each other. So if this means that we have to try and help each other to stay out of prison, then so be it. Because I've seen something growing up and I've seen it recently. I come back to thinking, I said, shit. Crazy Titch. Crazy Titch was sent to prison for something he didn't even do. Not saying he didn't know nothing about it, but you can't send people to prison for something they ain't done. It don't make no sense. But at the same time, if Crazy Titch didn't go to prison, he would have probably got himself into something really silly. But at the same time, that man was judged wrong. And me personally, I believe in these last days to come. I believe soon there'll be no more prison system. I got a feeling the whole system is going to break. And people are going to be forced to serve the Most High God, the Alpha and the Omega, the creator and the creator of the heaven and earth, the beginning and the end. God is that powerful to wipe out this whole system. God is just watching everything. But at the same time, the kingdom of darkness, everything is crumbling. It's only a matter of time. Everything is on God's watch. Not our watch, not anyone else's watch. Not anyone that thinks they have power's watch. Prison system's going to crumble. And things will get back to how it was. I could promise on this. If this is a prophecy, it's a prophecy. There will be no prisons way down the line. Because I believe whoever's not serving God is going to be wiped out. We want this place straight. We want safety. We want everything. We don't want to be enslaved. We don't want to be run by a matrix system. We don't want to be run by a government. We want everything to be straight. We want it to be how it was. I wasn't around them times, but I can feel the passion of how it was them times. Because I don't like this system. That's why I don't really indulge in it. When everyone could walk around and go places when it was nice and you know that you don't have to worry about anything. When every day everyone lives nice and you hear that there's no crime, no one's been stabbed, no one's been shot, no one is going to prison. Everyone is serving the Most High God because everybody fears God. People will be forced to learn. And on that being said, people, this is just a video about the prison system and why everyone should try to avoid the prison system. Get your head back on your body and focus. And just know in these last days, it's us the people against the matrix system and the government, because at the end of the day, these people don't care about us. We have to care about ourselves and our people. And when I say our people, I mean the nation. We are the nation. Without us, their system is nothing. And they're the only ones that are benefiting off their system anyways. So we need to start making things happen for ourselves. People, we need to stay out of jail. We need to help people to stay out of jail and help people to wake up and smell the coffee. Simple as that, man. And on that being said, it's a boy Prophet Rye, man. For whoever's been in jail, stay out of jail. If you know someone that's heading that way, help them to stay out of jail. We don't need any more people in jail. We want to get everyone out of jail. Simple as that. Stay blessed.